Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. My name is Shanna and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Kansas. I wanted to bring to you another great video using great new product from the annual catalog. This is Celebrate Sunflowers. It is a combo if you choose for 10% off. It comes with dies and a sunflower, both a large and a small sunflower. It is a cling stamp, so you have to put the stickers on yourself, and then it is super sticky, as you can see, and it will fit on clear blocks. Now, when I got this, is the first card I made using this stamp. I did it a little while ago because this was for a swap. So I just couldn't make the video until after this swap was mailed. So when I first got this stamp set and die set, I don't know if I just was having trouble looking at it. I was at a crop and I was working on these swaps, and my eyes just were having trouble. So I was having a lot of trouble lining this die up with this stamp. Since then, I figured it out. I went home, I slept on it, and I was able to line it up. So now I have one little spot on my stamp set colored, and that same spot is matched up with the die. But I made 22 of this card, and in all honesty, even if I had to do again, I don't think it's a lot easier to stamp out and then die cut it than to cut. Although I'm going to show you a method in which you could do that. You could die cut it and then stamp it, which I'm going to show you with the leaf and with your Stamparatus, in which you could do it 22 times if you wanted to. But when I was doing this, I decided to actually cut it out, the largest scallop from my circle set, and that's how I did it for the swap. So I did not use the die in the set. I used a scallop here, and that's what I put this. Also, at the time that I made this card, we were not able to order. We were in pre-order, and I couldn't get the inks, so I'm using So Saffron on the Bumblebee cardstock. So, and soft suede. I really like, though, the So Saffron on the Bumblebee because it's a really lighter color, and it really just makes it a soft tone. And I do love how these colors go together and complement each other. So let's start with the stamping the sunflower. And I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of scratch paper so I don't get my mat, which you don't have to use a mat. I almost stamp always with a mat, so just so I can get a better image. And I'm just going to make sure I'm over my circle as much as possible, or scallop, I guess. And there we go. That's the only one I'm using that color for. Then I'm using soft suede for my sentiment. This label is from the label set called Great Tasteful Labels. This goes with another bundle, but it's awesome by itself. And this is just going to go in the middle of that one. Now, for the leaf, because I saw this done, Wendy Cranford had shown this on one of her sites. She might not have been the first person, but that's who I saw do this. I had die cut a bunch of these leaves out. As you see, here is the strip that I used to die cut. I've put it in my Stamparatus. I've lined up the leaf stamp with one of the die cuts. I'm now going to take my leaf die cut, put it in the spot where it die cut out, and then I'm going to ink it up. and then I can stamp. And then you could do that with the sunflower also. And then makes it, so I could do that 22 times and I could have had that. Like I said, at the time my eyes were messing with me, and the next day I figured it out, but just not at that moment. All right, so now this card comes together really easy. I have Just Jade cardstock here, 8.5 by 5.5. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 that has been ran through the Ornate Garden. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. This is a little stronger and I think it's better for using embossed pieces. So I'm just going to go with some short little strips. Then I have a piece of soft suede. This one is 4 by 2 1/8. I'll just use my plain Stampin' Steel for that one. I think I'll go on the lower part of the card. Then this one is 2 inches. The DSP is 2 by 3 7/8. Sorry, still getting the hang of the angle on this. This DSP is from the Flower for Seasons, that. Then I've taken that same label die cut and stamped out another little flag sort of one here. That's going to kind of go angled here at the bottom. Then I can put dimensionals on my label. And we'll put the label here towards the bottom. Then we will position this at the top. I'm going to put my flower there, and I have one of the embellishments, wood embellishments, but I'm going to use a glue dot to put this down just because I want it to make sure it sticks very well. Don't want to give it any excuses for coming loose. We will put that down like that, and then we will use some dimensionals, which I'm going to take some of the side here so that we're not spending all day trying to get the dimensional. Mine. All right, and then that will go just like that. And then I've cut out a center in soft suede. We'll just grab a glue dot for that, and that'll go right there in the middle, and our card is complete. So if you like this card, please give me a thumbs up. Please follow my blog for the supply list, and you can shop 24/7 on the store. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy.